Hi everybody, I'm Carly Carson, and today on Stuff, we're gonna talk about being sick, all right? I don't feel like it, I'm sick, but we still have to learn. So, last week, I was feeling under the weather. I was beginning to feel sick. We say under the weather. Or I was coming down with something. It's a good phrasal verb. I was coming down with something, all right? I began to feel sick. Oh, and now I can't stop coughing. That's the pronunciation. I can't stop coughing. Careful. It's GH and it sounds like an F. Coughing. All right, repeat that at home. Coughing. All right, good. So now I'm coughing. Achoo! Sneezing. Sneezing. 2 E's. Sneezing. Coughing, sneezing. Oh, I have a sore throat and I'm really sick. Oh, I need to take my temperature now. And to take my temperature, I need a thermometer. This is a thermometer. Notice where the emphasis is. Thermometer, all right? Thermometer, and you take your temperature with a thermometer, not the temperature. We take our temperature. You can put it, what's this called? You put it in your armpit. Not very nice, but that's what it's called. Armpit, armpit, all right? You put it there and you wait for a minute and then you take your temperature. Why do we take our temperature? Why do you take your temperature? Do you know? Because you have a fever, all right? Not have fever. You have a fever. Focus on that pronunciation of the V. Fever. All right, so you feel your forehead, la frente, you feel your forehead and you have a fever. So you take your temperature in your armpit. All right, put that down. Some of the symptoms that you have when you begin to feel sick are achy skin, right? A-C-H-Y, achy skin. And you can begin to have the shivers, escalofríos, the shivers. Oh, I'm really cold. You have a fever, you have the shivers, and you feel really, what was the expression from before? Under the weather. Very good, under the weather. You came down with something and now you feel under the weather. It's very important to wear layers, capas, to wear layers when you're sick, right? So I have my leggings on, my pajama, and my house coat. I also have my blanket in order to feel warm. All right, now, when we're sick, we need to take pills. We take pills, right? That is one of the few things that we take in English regarding food and drink. We take pills, all right? When you put the pill in your mouth, you have to, what's that action? Swallow, all right? You have to swallow. You take the pill and you swallow, all right? I'm also feeling really sick and I can't stop. Achoo! What is that? Sneezing. Very good. So what do I need? A tissue. You need a tissue. You can take Kleenex, everyone does, but tissue is more appropriate perhaps. Tissue. All right. Let's have a look at the other medications that I have. What is toser again? Do you remember? Cough. Very good. So you're coughing and you need a caramelo. What do we call that? What do we call that in English? We call that a cough drop. A cough drop, right? We call this suck on the cough drop. You put it in your mouth and you suck on it, right? You have to suck on it in order for it to dissolve. Dissolve is another one. All right, I'm feeling really bad. Another method that I can do when you have a fever, remember you have a fever, is take a bowl of water and take a cloth. You take a cloth, you can put it on your forehead. You take the cloth and you put it on your forehead and you can, bajar, you can lower. You lower your temperature. To lower your temperature. What is the opposite of lower? Your temperature rises, to rise. So rise and lower. I want my temperature to go down, and so I put the cloth on my forehead and it lowers. All right, so to lower, very good. Also, when I'm bored and I'm sitting at home and I feel sick, I can read a book. A book, another word for a book is novel, right? So I'm reading a book in order to pass the time. To pass the time is when you do something so that you're not bored and sitting alone. I want to pass the time reading a novel. All right, let's review some of those symptoms again. I have a sore throat. I have achy skin. My skin feels really bad and cold and hot. It's achy. What happens with your head? You have a headache. You have achy skin and a headache. Very good, all right? Headache. Careful with that because that H is so common and it's incorrect. Headache. All right. I have a temperature or a fever, right? So in order to take your temperature, you use the thermometer. Very good, guys. I have to get well soon, so I'm going to have to leave you. Bye-bye.